Today I want to teach you that authors of your series use not just any words, but precise words to create really clear pictures in the reader's mind. Readers need to pay close attention to the words that authors choose to know exactly what is happening and how things are happening in their stories. Let's look at the words that Arnold Lebel chose to help us think about what is happening in the beginning of the story alone. Read with me. Toad went to Frog's house. He found a note on the door. The note said, "Dear Toad, I am not home. I went out. I want to be alone." "Alone?" said Toad. "Frog has me for a friend. Why does he want to be alone?" Toad looked through the windows. He looked in the garden. He did not see Frog. Toad went to the woods. Frog was not there. He went to the meadow. Frog was not there. Toad went down to the river. There was Frog. He was sitting on an island by himself. "Poor Frog," said Toad. "He must be very sad. I will cheer him up." Toad ran home. He made sandwiches. He made a pitcher of iced tea. He put everything in a basket. Toad hurried back to the river. "Frog," he shouted, "it's me. It's your best friend, Toad." Frog was too far away to hear. Toad took off his jacket and waved it like a flag. Frog was too far away to see. Toad shouted and waved, but it was no use. Readers, did you notice any words that seem to be chosen to show not only what is happening, but how? I do. You see how Arnold Lebel chose the word shouted? He didn't just say said. He chose a word that showed how Frog speaks. Do you notice any other word choices the author made to show us how something in the story is happening? What about when the author said, "waved it like a flag"? The author wants you to know exactly how Toad was waving his jacket. This shows how frantic Toad is acting. The author chose "waved it like a flag" and the word "shouted" to show that Toad was desperate and wants Frog's attention. He wants Frog to know that he is there and that he doesn't have to be alone anymore. I'm going to read another story. As I read, be alert for precise words. If you see a word that really helps to show more, write it in your reader's notebook. If you see two words that do that, write them both down, and so on. Are you ready? Let's read together. You're at a water park. The sun is shining so brightly that you are dripping with sweat. You and your friend are sitting on top of the biggest water slide in the whole park. All of a sudden, the two of you swoosh down the curvy tunnels until you make an enormous splash into the pool. "Cowabunga!" you both scream. Then you hear your stomach grumbling. "It's time for a snack," you say as you pull your friend's arm and head to the ice cream stand. The two of you sit down to share a triple chocolate ice cream sundae with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Before you know it, there's chocolate ice cream all over your face. Yum! Readers, what precise words did the author choose in this story to help give you a clear picture and to help you see not just what's happening, but how? Did you notice the word dripping? It showed that you're not only sweating, but sweating a lot. And the words swoosh and curvy that show how you are going down the slide. You may have noticed the word scream that shows that you and your friend are both really excited. Readers, do you see that all authors use really precise words to get readers to see more? When you pay close attention to these words, you can see and say exactly what is happening in a story, how characters are feeling and acting, and anything else the author wants you to see.